Ready. Hi. Good morning and welcome to the Planning Board regular meeting on Thursday, November 13th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Please silence your cell phones. Mr. Hart, can you please call the roll?
Member Bobby,
Present.
Member David,
Present.
Member Axelrod,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Rosen, Chairperson Mendelson,
Present.
Town Attorney Rubin,
Present.
and Member Brown and Powell are absent. Thank you.
Can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, is there a call for a motion to accept the agenda as presented?
I move we accept the agenda as presented.
Second, is there a
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, swearing in of the public. For those giving testimony, please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn in and provide testimony for the application you are affiliated with. Mr. Hart, please swear in those giving testimony.
By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Do. Thank you. You may be seated.
Approval of the minutes of October 9th. Are there any corrections to the minutes of October 9th, 2025? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the minutes of October 9th?
Second.
Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
There's no unfinished business. New business. This is moving along. Development order application number PZ 25-33, Highland 1114 Bel Air LLC. Application by Akbar Mundal, Boat Lifts and Docks of South Florida, for a special exception to install a 416 square foot dock for the property located at 1114 Bel Air Drive. Do any board members have any ex parte communications to disclose? Hearing none, at this time, I now open the public hearing. Town Planner Allen, please present the application.
Okay, good morning. Actually, Len, since the applicant is not here, I'll just go ahead and proceed.
We can go ahead and proceed now. If there's questions that the
Okay.
board might have for the applicant, then we might have to continue it, but it's up to the board.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and pull up the PowerPoint real quick.
We're going to proceed.
If she's looking for the.
Oh,
Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and start with the aerials. These do start on page 14 of your packets. As you can see here, the subject property is highlighted with a blue square right there. And then I have another aerial that zooms into that rear yard. Again, this is a request to install a 416 square foot dock. You could see here in the aerial, there's an existing wood dock there. Here we have the applicant. There's an existing wood dock there and the applicant is proposing to demolish it. I did put a little note on the bottom of page 10 in your packets. There is a requirement with every development order application that everyone within 500 feet of the subject property gets a notice. So with this particular request, the notices went out that the proposed dock was 400 square feet, and that was based on the plans that the applicant submitted and their application as well. It was later determined by the applicant that there was an additional 16 square feet. As I note in your staff report, I did discuss this with Mr. Rubin, and the 16 square foot discrepancy, it's a minor error, does not mislead the public, and that therefore the notice itself is not voided. We did also put a public notice, which is also a requirement of our town code. That notice read that it was 416 square feet. There was an additional note added on that notice of the discrepancy that it was initially mailed at 400 square feet. It is now 416 square feet. The applicant has received both FDP and Army Corps authorizations. Those permit numbers are on page 11 of your packet. And we'll go ahead and look at the plans. These are the 11x17 plans that are in your packets. So here we have the survey of the property. Down here is the actual dock And here we have the existing conditions which mimic what's on the survey. And then here you have the proposed site plan. So the applicant is in compliance with the maximum combined seawall cap and dock width regulation that we have in the code, which is 8 feet. If you look at the proposed site plan, you'll see that on the east side of the proposed dock, you have a 4-foot dimension. It's a little bit wider here, but you could see here the seawall cap is only 2 feet. So they're definitely within that 8 feet. As you go in the middle of the dock, the seawall cap does extend 4 feet. So this part of the proposed dock, as you could see, is 4 feet. Then as you move westward, the seawall cap is at 2 feet, and then the dock here is a little bit wider at 5 feet. But again, all within that 8-foot max. Also, there is a requirement regarding the 25 feet or 25%. This is with regards to how far they can encroach in the waterway. I do note in your staff report that the width of the waterway here is approximately 155 feet. They're encroaching no more than 7 feet into the waterway, so well within the 25 feet that they can encroach. The planning board obviously has a right to approve with conditions or deny the request. The applicant will be required to obtain a building permit from the building department. And following such approval and prior to initiation of construction, commencement of construction shall be initiated within 2 years following the date of approval by the planning board. Staff reviewed the applicant's proposed request. This is based on the plan date stamp received by the building department on October 2nd. They are consistent with the special exception provisions found in section 30-36 of the town code, where applicable, and consistent with the comprehensive plan and the town code of ordinances. I just see that the applicant did walk in. I'm sorry, this is the last detail here. This is just showing you a detail of the dock itself. So again, the applicant did arrive. I'll be happy to address any questions if you have any questions for the.
Do any board members have any questions for the staff? No? Applicant, would you like to make a presentation?
We're gonna have to swear them in.
Oh. I guess they don't want to make a present. Do you want to speak? Okay,
Say that on the record.
Yeah. but you have to be sworn in.
You still have to be sworn in.
By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Thank you.
I guess she explained it perfectly clear,
Okay,
so I have nothing to add to it.
let's see if any of the members have any questions for you. Okay, they don't? Okay, if there are any members of the public who haven't been sworn in, who would like to comment on this application, please come to the podium and you have to get sworn
Yeah,
in.
he's sworn in.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
swear public in, so he has to be sworn in too.
Yeah, okay. By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. You have 3 minutes to speak to this application. Okay?
My name is Scott. I live at 1110 Bel Air, so next door on the west side. What is a special exception? What is, this looks nothing more than a new dock.
Okay.
So I was just curious.
I'm going to defer to town council to explain what
Okay.
how our rules work, okay?
It's just the way our code is set up. All accessory marine structures come through a special exception process, which essentially allows the board to impose conditions if they feel it's appropriate. But it's just the way the procedure is set up in the town code.
Okay, I mean, because I've lived here many years. I've had 2 new docks. I never did this before. So, very, 90 feet by 5 feet. Just, okay. Can you go back to the presentation, the PowerPoint? I just wanted to point out one thing that's not accurate, and I like what they have on the plan here. You can go down to the zoomed in picture.
The zoomed in one?
more.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Okay, well, you can go back to the last picture. first,
Okay.
So the blue box there, the property boundary, and the existing plans, that boat lift, it has a 5-foot setback. That's not the case right now. It's on the property line. Okay. So I like if they put it in the 5-foot setback, that's great. But that's not the way it is today. I mean, you can see there, it's not, if you zoom in, it's on the property line.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the floating dock?
Yes.
Okay, that is not part of the application before the board today. Yeah, it's a floating dock, so there's a separate exemption application. What they're requesting is to install the dock. So if there's an
Okay.
issue with the floating dock, you can always reach out
Okay.
to the building
But
department.
can you
code
show,
enforcement.
you had a picture with the existing, maybe not this one, the plans.
Oh, the plans? Okay,
Yeah.
that's existing. Oh, let me go back.
That's not the way it is. Okay, that floating, that's the floating dock on the bottom left.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not, there's no 5-foot setback. So that's, I don't know if there's an ordinance requires it, but I like it better that way than where it is right now. So why is it there, I guess?
Well,
we
I
could
guess
defer to
we
the
can ask
applicant.
the applicant why
Yeah.
he drew the plans that way. You have to come up here.
You have to come up and speak in the microphone, sir. Thank you.
Can you go back to the picture of the boat?
Put the mic down so that people can, yeah, great.
Is this what you were looking?
Yes. I guess, the drafts person, up to code, it should have been 5-foot back, so I guess they drew it in like that, thinking that it was. We didn't install it, we didn't, had nothing to do with it.
So it's it was the person who drew the plan.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That clears up the question. Do you have other questions other than that?
No, I mean, I don't know if I have any power, but I mean, can they redo the plans? I mean, to make.
Okay, let's first,
Okay.
do you have any other
No, I don't.
questions?
No,
We
it's
can
that-
discuss your.
No,
comments.
that's about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so if you have any other comments, please
Okay.
feel free.
No, I don't.
Okay, so now I think the question is, Ingrid, and is there any issue with the fact that the plan is drawn incorrectly as it reflects this particular application?
Okay.
And Len too should weigh in.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, again, the request is for the dock.
Mhm.
The gentleman here is inquiring about the floating dock. So let me just say, this is a residential multifamily low density zoning district. This is an interior lot. So for interior lots, there is no side setback for the RML zoning district if you're an interior lot, and this is. So there is no side setback, right? They're showing on the plan that the floating dock does have a 5-foot setback. If that's an error, then again, it's not what's before the board today. We can discuss it with our code enforcement officer. I think it's a separate issue unless Mr. Rubin, feels differently.
No, it's not part of the application, so it really. And
Okay.
there's no required setback either, so.
So your answer is you should call code enforcement if you think it's not in the right place. Okay,
Okay,
great.
all right, thank you.
Chair, could I ask Ingrid a question?
Oh, sure. I was going to just say, does anybody else?
Go ahead, you can say that.
Okay. Do any of the board members, any other board members have questions for staff, applicant, or the public?
Chair, I have a question for staff.
Sure.
Ingrid, you
Yeah.
mentioned code enforcement, but you also said that there's no side setbacks required. So what does code enforcement have to do with it if there is no side setbacks required?
That is a point. I mean, sometimes you have docks that kind of float past the property line. I mean, the gentleman didn't mention that, but we could always have somebody go out there. But right, there is no setback. So, but I just kind of like to tell people who are residents that we do have a code enforcement. So,
Right.
but yeah.
So I
that
assume
is a good
that
point.
if,
That is a good point.
right, and I assume if you call code enforcement, they'll come out and look at it and they'll say that there's no code against this, so it's okay.
They'll verify it anyway.
Right, verify it, right. Okay, anybody else have anything for anybody? Okay, the public hearing is now closed. Is there a motion to approve with conditions, or a motion to deny the request?
Application number PZ-25-33/Highland 1114 Bel Air LLC.
Second. Okay. Ms. DeHart, can you please call the roll?
Member David,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Rosen,
Yes.
Member Bobby,
Yes.
Member Axelrod,
Yes.
Chairperson Mendelson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Okay. Announcements, December 2nd at 1:30, the Town Commission meeting. December 9th at 1 o'clock, a special magistrate hearing. And December 11th at 9:30 a.m. back here for Planning Board. And the meeting is adjourned at 9:45 a.m.